Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and say hi. How are you? Hope all is well. Hope you've gotten emails over the last couple days. I hope you checked out the YouTube videos, getting 207 views so far. This too will be going on the Viking Facebook page and also YouTube, and also I will send this out to all coaches. I hope you're finding time to obviously one, to make sure that you're feeling healthy and good. Two, make sure you're getting your schoolwork done. And three, make sure you're getting some workouts in. Now, what I want to talk and what a lot of athletes fear is losing the qualities or properties we've worked on over the last year as far as aerobic capacity, strength, and those qualities. So let me flip over into a shared screen here, okay? And what we're looking at right now is what's called training residuals or detraining, right? So how long will it take for me to lose certain qualities and aspects of my training that I've worked on over the last, some of you guys over the last 2 years, some of you guys over the last 6 weeks, some of you guys and gals over the last 4 months. So what I want to do is put your mind at rest, right? As athletes, you are very mindful of how you feel, how you look, what those exercises and workouts give you, not only physically, but also mentally. So what I wanted to do was kind of steer you away from sort of jumping off the cliff and getting worried about losing some qualities. And then some things we do have to worry about. So we look at the aerobic system. So the aerobic system is things like longer distance running. If you're thinking of the system in terms of track, you're thinking of 1,600 meters and more. You're thinking of half mile to a mile or more. That aerobic ability to maintain things over a long period of time is what's your aerobic system, the ability to move oxygen over a long period of time. With that being said, you could train this every 30 days or so. And now, what I will say and preface this, it's not recommended, but what I want to tell you is detraining effects take place if you don't do this for over a month, okay? So let's really look at this from a smart vantage point of saying we train these aspects every few days to increase the aerobic systems or the capacity to move better for a longer period of time. When we can't do that, we detrain or we lose that capacity if we don't train it for 30 days or more, okay? And that's plus or minus, also known as a standard deviation of 5 days. So individually speaking, it might be 25 days for one person, could be as long as 35 days for another, but the average is around 30, all right? So with that being said, easy way to train this is to run a little longer distances, but you don't have to worry about that. It's not a quality that's going to be immediately lost once we come back to play. However, when you come back to competition, you might see some residual effects of not training this system. Meaning, if you're playing in a lacrosse game or a soccer match, you might feel a little tired because your aerobic system might have shrunk over those times because you haven't trained it or maintained it. So, but don't be worried, it comes back very quickly. Now, the anaerobic system here, all right, this little bad boy, are short bursts of speeds, short bursts of work, usually around somewhere between 0 and 30 seconds is generally the anaerobic system. So things like your short sprint work, a 10-yard dash, 30, 40, 60, 80, whatever that may be, lacrosse, close combat running, your 10-yard, 20-yard sprints. This has a residual effect of about 18 days. Again, that plus or minus 5 days, okay? So some 13 and some 23, okay? We really want to be conscious of this because we could take care of this. This is more in the power aspect, okay? Where you could do your short sprint works outside. You could do short sprint work on a track if it's accessible. The big one, maximum strength. So how strong you have become over time. Max strength is much like the aerobic system up here, where you don't see a loss for about 30 days, again, 25 to 35, with that standard deviation of 5. But we want to make sure, and how we train is make sure that we're getting those little bouts in. That total body workout that I gave everybody is enough to elicit the maximal strength capacity. Now, Is it as heavy as you're used to? No, but using body weight as the term of your intensity and or your resistance. Now, with that being said, if you're adhering to your program that we have in Train Heroic, you will be okay. There's not going to be a loss of this maximal strength. Strength endurance, the ability to hold strength for a longer period of time. Say max effort push-ups, max effort pull-ups, those types of things. We see a 15-day type thing. Now, circuits, HIIT training will take care of this strength endurance if done not inside of an aerobic system, but more inside, and you see this correlation here, inside the anaerobic system. So circuits, things like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, those things will elicit some strength endurance, specifically when you're using weight. Now, the one that we do have to worry about, one that you can control very easily, is this maximal speed or power, okay? So they don't ever put power inside of here. It's always max speed. Now, with that being said, we could do this. I gave the coaches access yesterday, and if you need it as an athlete, please email me. The plyometric program, we laid out our 3-month, 3-phase plyometric program. It's all on there. So is the warm-ups or the amped self-care sheets. And you could do these plyometrics without any real equipment. Vertical jump, broad jump, single leg jumps, line hops. All these things are really, really important when talking about maintaining power output. So we see a pretty quick residual phase of this, or detraining, in 5 days plus or minus 3 days. So that means 2 days to 8 days. Somewhere in there, you're going to lose those or start losing those qualities. So I encourage you, I implore you to go in your garage, do some vertical jump training, do some broad jumps, some transitional, some lateral bound work, and adhere to those protocols that your coaches do have, and they have accessibility. If you need those, please email your coaches. I did give them all to them. So in short, guys, we have the capacity to maintain our strength, maintain our aerobic capacity, for a long period of time, for 30 days or so. Again, I don't say not use these qualities during this time off, but if you had to rank what you're going to do first, I would probably take care of my jumping and speed work. I would then go into some short bursts of strength training for that strength endurance effect, and then maximal strength and then aerobic capacity last, okay? So I don't want you guys going out running miles and miles and miles and thinking that's going to help with your strength output, strength endurance, and or anaerobic capacity in that small speed power window. Focus on your power and speed first. You can use, I also gave the coaches our linear speed program, which it outlines sets, reps, and what you can do. You can do pop-up and sprints. You can do wall drills. You could do fall to sprints. Keep those things short distance, 10 to 20 yards, max effort, and rest 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So it takes you 6 seconds to run that 10-yard dash, which it shouldn't, I hope not. If it takes you 6 seconds to run, say, a 50-yard dash, then you want to take 12 to 18-second break, okay? And you can repeat those over time. Get your sprints in, get your jumping in, worry about your strength, worry about aerobic capacity last, all right? This is Brad. If you need anything, guys, you have my email, you have my contact, message me, email me, and I will send this out on YouTube right away. I will send this to the coaches right away as well. Take care, guys. I hope all is well. Stay safe. Take this serious. Get your work done in school. Get your workouts in. And then enjoy having some time off in your life. And be safe out there, guys. We'll hopefully talk soon. We'll hopefully see each other soon. And I'm looking forward to getting these spring sports underway and seeing all your effort that you put in over the last 6 months to a year pay off in some state championships. Keep mentally focused. Keep mentally in the game. Visualize. And then we will attain those goals in one team. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Later.